This is Emily Bailey and AlyssaFEmilyB.
The presynaptic neuron begins in a polarized net negative state. This is the resting potential that occurs at negative 70 millivolts. When the excitatory neurotransmitters land on the dendrites of the neuron, sodium enters the neuron. At the soma, this process is called depolarization. If the neurotransmitters were inhibitory, the sodium would not be allowed in. The threshold is reached at negative 55 millivolts. Once the neuron reaches this point, there is no going back. If not enough sodium enters, the threshold will not be reached. The action potential begins to flow through the membrane of the neuron to the axon hillock. Saltatory conduction causes the sodium to travel faster down the axon. It is enabled by a layer of fatty tissue called the myelin sheath.
As this happens, the potassium begins to leave the neuron, which is called repolarization. The neurotransmitters are then released into the synapse and land on the receptors of a postsynaptic neuron. At this point, the neurotransmitters are either reabsorbed by the presynaptic neuron, which is reuptake, or they are destroyed by passing enzymes. Once this message is sent, the neuron goes through refraction, where it returns to a polarized state and the sodium is outside and the potassium is inside.